back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Back on the Big Dumb Fun Show where you can get your tacon on.
With a fork!
We should have brought tacos into the studio. That'd have been great.
You know what goes good with tacos?
What's that?
Uncle Rusty's pure pork salsa.
I want to take a little Uncle Rusty's pure pork salsa and just drizzle it on my taco, and that right there, that's a good meal. That's a good meal.
If it's Uncle Rusty, it's more of a flurry than a drizzle.
Absolutely. Well, let's welcome the fine folks once again back to the Big Dumb Fun Show. Alice, sweet Alice, is back in studio with us. Welcome back, guys, again.
Thank you. Good to be back.
This time you actually brought Alice. Or
Allison.
Alley Cat.
Alley Cat.
Allie, welcome to the Big Dumb Fun Show. You have you been in the band since inception, or is this something you tagged along to, or was named after you, or?
Scott had the band name before I came on board. He found me online, and it just happened to match.
Okay, so he found you online?
Yes.
Craigslist ad? Were you trolling Craigslist again?
No, Bandmix.
Oh, Bandmix.
Bandmix. I started the band in my bedroom, and
you said, who would I like to invite into my bedroom?
Well, I've always liked female
scary.
vocalists with some of my favorite bands, Fleetwood Mac and Garbage and just some of those old, I don't know. I've always liked female vocals, so
You didn't
I wanted to
audition
find.
in your bedroom, did you?
No. I don't audition. I just jump right in, basically. So, no, but I've always liked female vocals, so I just posted an ad there, and she answered it. I heard some of the stuff she had on there. I really liked her voice, and it turned out that she ended up being a great songwriter too. So I was like, sweet, and we just started working together. And the first album, she contributed a couple songs, and then the second one, she contributed like half.
Yeah,
and then I moved out here, and we
now
decided
she's full
to get
time.
it going. Yeah, exactly. So it's worked out pretty well.
Well, that's cool. And so
you guys have been busy here before you were on the show on the 26th of March, and you were getting ready to kick off a tour.
Yep.
So you've been out on that tour.
Yeah, we've gone out to St. Louis, Nashville, Springfield, Memphis, Tennessee,
New Orleans,
nice.
Yeah,
Little Rock.
Yeah, Little Rock.
Going to Omaha coming up Friday.
Yeah, that's a nice little jaunt over to Omaha. It's good, good people.
And then we'll be in Omaha at the Side Door Lounge on Friday night, and the Saturday night we'll be back here in Kansas City. One of the last shows, we're wrapping up our tour at the Czar Bar, which is also going to be a partial benefit for a couple ladies that are they're fighting cancer, so we're kind of going to be helping them out that night as well, and filming a live video.
That's cool.
So yeah, we're kind of trying to make it was kind of like the Granada show. We had a lot going on that night with vendors and stuff like that.
So will the audience be in the video? So if we tell people to go out
come right
there,
on up to the stage. Yeah, we want it to be, we just want it to be fun, and if bands want to come out, wear your band T-shirts and all that type of stuff. A little free promo. I don't care. We'll share.
Now this is a video that's going to be released in 2013 if we get there.
Yeah, probably early 2013. Yeah, if we get through the apocalypse.
Yeah, we're going to have to worry about that.
So have you noticed any groupies?
Groupies?
You got groupies surrounding the place?
I'm curious.
No, definitely not. Maybe for Ron.
Well, no, I mean, being all the different towns, there's no groupies.
Perfect
there.
opportunity for groupies, I think.
Yeah.
Really.
Just wait, it's gonna happen.
And you're like the
soon.
tall guy.
Don't
You can
worry.
kind of scout over everybody and see who's really checking everyone out.
Well, you need to see Billy. I think he's actually about an inch taller than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's pretty tall too.
So, but going back to the female lead singer that you said you were a fan of, that's still got to be tough because you got to have a strong female lead singer, or you're going to get eaten up. You're going to get eaten alive, right? I mean, a lot of people are not fans of the female singers. Yeah. So but when you are, you have to be kind of like what we played a Hailstorm. You got to have like that really strong
female
presence.
Yeah. Otherwise, they'll eat your taco.
They'll eat your taco. No, but I think they found that with you though. Like when did you get into being a singstress?
Let's see, it was about 2007. I had actually been out of music for quite some time. I did a little singing in high school, and that was about it. Didn't take it serious, had a keyboard just collecting dust. And then in 2006, I got diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is cancer. Got through that got my remission in January 2007 and got a whole new look on life and said music needs to be a part of it.
Yeah, you're like I'm going on the road.
Well, I started out online and got involved in a lot of collaborating with musicians from all over the world.
Well, I know that online there's a like a lot of the it's like I know the YouTube community where you have like the singer-songwriters or somebody's like, hey, I'm god awful ugly. Like I'm gonna write songs and then I'll give it to somebody else that's more talented to put it together and put it on YouTube. They'll put it on YouTube. They'll credit them, and that like there's like this huge community online of people that are just like, hey, I'm in the middle of Nova Scotia,
Right.
And there's nobody around me, but I can't move. So now I got this YouTube presence going on, and so you kind of went that way where you said, "Hey, I'm a singer. This is kind of what I do," and then you were able to take notice of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was actually looking for,
Not that you're a hermit in your basement or anything, like in the middle of Nova Scotia.
Well,
that sounds really bad.
It's funny that you should say Nova Scotia because I did all this from Maine. I used to live in the middle of Maine, and so I was in the middle of nowhere. And
I thought you were a San Jose guy.
Well,
what are you doing in
this
Maine?
is a long story.
You're a traveler, aren't you?
I was born in Connecticut. I grew up out in California. Mm-hmm. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia for a while. Moved back to California, ran a catering company. Then moved back to Maine because my grandparents died, and my family. I'm a 14th generation American. I'm related to 4 of the 16 families that came over in the Mayflower.
Slick.
So we've been over there for a long time. So my family, the town that I lived in, my family's been the house actually, the farm I should say. We bought that in 1870, and my family has
from Native Americans.
Yeah,
we bought that.
In fact,
paying taxes on
right.
We just had to give them some quilts.
Well, it's funny because there's a cemetery in the backyard. Actually, it looks like the house on Pet Sematary, the Stephen King movie.
Nice.
It has a cemetery, the old town cemetery in the backyard. I used to go camping out there when I was a kid and stuff. So
that's very creepy.
But I spent a whole winter out in the woods across the street and stuff in a log cabin. I made maple syrup and my own ham and bacon. And
BS.
I am serious.
The BS flag I'm throwing out. I made maple syrup
I did.
and camped down in
I
the
shot
graveyard.
me some deer and I rode ATVs and did all that.
Where is this, in Connecticut?
It's in Maine, Dover,
Maine.
Foxcroft,
Maine.
Maine. It's smack dab right in the center of the state.
Nice.
So yeah, it's actually very beautiful.
Did
up
you
there.
really make your own ham?
I did.
So you
And
put
maple syrup.
and syrup.
I tried
And-
it.
yeah,
Like,
and
you
maple
tried
syrup.
his own syrup?
So you put a pig
Was that a pickup line?
underground?
For what?
Let me
Make
take you out in
ham?
the woods and show
For
you where the sap comes out of the
You
tree.
just get the belly, the pork belly, and then you cure it and smoke it.
We don't need a lesson
Yeah,
on
that's all
on
bacon
how to,
is.
how to make bacon.
I
But
mean, you were talking about poop earlier. Come on.
that was
And
a useful stew
tacos.
story. And tacos.
Yeah.
tacos.
I mean, everybody likes bacon,
Absolutely.
except for people that don't like bacon.
Bacon taco.
Yeah.
and
Hello.
Well, what about the new? I don't want to plug anybody,
drizzle
but
some
the
maple
new
syrup
bacon
on that.
sundae. What is that?
Yeah.
Heard of that?
Yeah. I've
Did
heard
you
about
mix
that.
your
I won't be eating
bacon maple syrup?
This interview?
I made my
Bacon.
own-
Did you mix it though?
Well,
maple syrup your bacon.
I actually made maple sugar out of the maple syrup, and I cured the bacon and the ham with the sugar because I made my own.
All right, coming up next on Martha Stewart Live. No, we'll talk more. We'll talk more about bacon if we want. We'll come back.
Talk more about the
bacon all day.
tacos.
That's what I've heard. It's in your bio.
Basically.
Don't ask about bacon is what it says specifically. Alice, Sweet Alice continues on the Big Dumb Fun Show next.